Hey, this is Prometheus giving you a breakdown of a MUT scheme. This is a pistol wing trio. I'm going to be breaking down slants, zone weak, sift, verticals, and the play action boost. My base play is going to be either the halfback stretch or the flanker screen. My preference, if I'm going against an opponent that likes to do a lot of zone coverage, is to use the flanker screen because you get 4 blockers out to take out that corner, giving your wide receiver some good runs. You also want to be able to go ahead and hit your opponent up the middle with a halfback dive. So let's take a look at the dive first. All right, so with the halfback dive, basically you get blocking right up the center. As you can see right there, my opponent had his line spread out, so I was able to go ahead and take advantage of it. Nothing spectacular about a dive play, but if you get the holes, if you get the gaps with the blockers, you're going to go ahead and take it. All right, so if my opponent actually goes ahead and starts seeing my tendencies, what I could do is I can go into the zone weak, and what I do is I like to flip this play because then it kind of gives me an inside zone type run. And as you can see right there, I'm able to go ahead and pick up some pretty good yards. But the key to this play is to actually go ahead and flip the play so you get better blocking with the zone weak shift. As you can see right here, look at the blocking I get right there. Able to pick up a couple yards. Not a real great running play, but this formation really is designed more for basically the passing plays that you can get out of it. All right, so the next play I like is the wide receiver screen out of this playbook, primarily because of the blocking. You get 4 blockers that come over. One adjustment I do like to make is I like to take Reed and put him on a wheel route, primarily because he actually gets up the field and gets that second level blocking. All you're going to do is just get rid of the ball as quickly as possible, let your blocking get into place, able to pick up some pretty good yards. Could have busted that for a touchdown. Now if I'm looking at a cover 6, I still can get the blocking, able to pick up some pretty easy yards. So it's good to incorporate a screen into your scheme because it's going to force your opponent to defend certain things that he probably doesn't want to defend, and you can take advantage of that. If he's got to start pressing like that, you can go into the next. All right, so the next audible is going to be slants, just a standard audible. One of the things you might have noticed from my channel, I like to go ahead and do a streak slant concept, and then the backside you can leave the other guy on Hankerson on a slant, or you can put him on a deep comeback route if you know if it's man coverage. Reads are going to be the following. You're going to go ahead and watch Jackson, see if the corner comes down or if the defender actually comes down to cover Jackson. And I'm going to go ahead and take the slant route all the time. Now, occasionally you might have that yellow zone come down and actually try to cover Jackson. You're also going to read the tight end and see if he's open to the flat. If you actually hit the flat, you're going to really force your opponent to actually start defending the flats. If it's man coverage and Jackson doesn't get open, you know you'll have that fourth and final read, which is going to your final read, which is going to be Hankerson on the deep comeback route. So with this, as you can see, the slant, it was man coverage, able to go ahead and take the slant because of the speed of Jackson. Once again, I can take Jackson, but if I get the flat route, I'm going to go ahead and take that flat route to force my opponent to defend that. Now, if your opponent does put some kind of a zone right there, you can always go ahead and pop him up top for a big gain if he takes the yellow zone and puts it down in the center during that read. And then finally, what you've got is you can always go ahead and hit that deep comeback route if it's available to you to be able to pick up some pretty good yards. So let's take a look at the next play. All right, so the next play we're going to look at is going to be verticals, and basically the point of this particular pass play is to attack the left side of the field that's going to be cleared out by Hankerson. And what I'm going to do is the following adjustment. I'm going to go ahead and take Jackson. I'm going to put him on a drag route, and I'm just going to motion him one step and actually hike the ball. My first initial read is going to be Jackson. I'm going to look to see if the corner that's over him follows him. If it's man coverage, Jackson's going to blow right by the guy. Most of the time, most of the wide receivers are going to blow right past the guy. And I'm going to go ahead and take the easy yards right down, check down, because if it's man coverage across the field, that flat area will be wide open, and I'll be able to pick up a good 5 to 10 yards. If it is zone coverage, the crossing route with Garcon in the slot is going to be wide open. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. It looks like it's either some kind of a blitz or zone coverage. And I can always go underneath with Jackson to pick up the easy yards. Now, if it's man coverage against my opponent, he's going to follow Jackson, so that actually is going to be my read. But if it isn't, then it's going to go ahead and I'm going to take that ball up to a higher level. I'll get it 20 yards right there. Any kind of a zone, it just gets in a weird area. Once again, looking for man coverage. And as you can see, my defender actually follows Jackson, but because of his speed, he's able to go ahead and break away and pick up an easy 10-15 yards on that. So let's take a look at the next play. All right, the final play we're going to be looking at is going to be the play action boot right. And basically, I'm going to leave all the routes pretty much stock. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fake that auto motion again with Jackson, but then I'm going to go ahead and hike the ball. My first initial read is going to be the flat, and I'll pick up 5 or 6 yards once again if that is a second down type of situation against my opponent. You know, go ahead and fake the motion with Jackson, and then I'll look on the next level with Garcon, able to pick up at the out route. Fake the auto motion with Jackson, and as you can see, sometimes you'll be able to go ahead and hit that crossing route with Hankerson if another guy's in the area. I kind of forced that play, but it's just a nice little scheme. So I hope if you like MUT and you're looking for MUT tips and how to develop a scheme out of a stock playbook, you can do so. You just have to understand the plays and understand your reads and who you're going to read first and what you're going to take. So if you like MUT stuff and you want me to break down more MUT playbooks, I'll go ahead and do that for you. I'm usually just showing a lot of the same concepts, but you can see it in multiple different playbooks and how you can use the same concepts to help beat your opponent. So if you like this, hit the like button. If you are a MUT player and you want more MUT schemes, in the comment section, let me know that you want more MUT schemes, and I'll go ahead and generate more MUT schemes for you, because doing MUT schemes really takes more labbing to develop it, because I have to understand the plays inside and out. So once again, I really thank all my subscribers, and until next time.